So I was rewatching scene from One Punch Man the first season, and while rewatching the fight with the Deep Sea King, the big fish monster thing, you know, the one where all the heroes fought him one after the other, and even Sonic, who is not even a hero, and all lost to him rather easily, the fight that ended with Saitama one-punching the unstoppable monster, that fight. So yeah, I was rewatching it, when this scene actually made me realize what I think is the true reason we say some characters are useless, especially in shonen. But now, before we talk about why we say that some anime characters are useless in shonen, let's talk about what a useless anime character is. Well, a useless anime character, I think, is a character we say is weak, especially in battle shonen manga, as most of the conflict in those anime is resolved with physical battle, so being weak prevents you to take an active part in the story at play, like helping during the fight with the bad guy and stuff. Now knowing this, we all know a character or two usually identified as useless by the majority, like Yamcha and Sakura, who fit the description of being weak. But are they really, and were they always? Well, that's where One Punch Man comes in. So going back to the One Punch Man scene with the Deep Sea King, I think it will make a lot more sense why we call some character useless in shonen, because we can draw a lot of parallel between the way we see shonen battle and the way the public of One Punch Man reacted to that fight. To see what I mean, just look at the way the public is cheering on the hero when they're trying their best. Obviously, when they fight at their hardest, it's hard not to root for them, especially when they're the one they are protecting. But look at what happened after Saitama defeated the unstoppable monster. They stopped cheering. There are even some of them that now think that those other heroes who we just saw trying their hardest to save them are just a bunch of weaklings. But why is it the case? Well, it's because of the fact that One Punch Man won in only one punch. You see, like those people, we don't know how strong someone is in an anime or how much work it would take to achieve that level of power. I mean, we know they're strong, but we don't know the way we would if we could experience it. Why? Well, because we can't train like them. We can't be like Goku, as we don't live in the same world. Like in One Punch Man, the normal people don't have the same power that those heroes protecting them possess, as they are just normal people doing normal things. So like us, the only way to know how strong someone is by comparing them to the protagonist, or at least to what we see, like the normal people in One Punch Man do with what is in front of their eye, something we end up also doing, because if the guy wrecking everyone is beaten in one hit by someone not even trying, what does that tell you? Well, maybe that those guys who lost didn't try hard enough, maybe that they were weak, that they were useless, because being useless in a shonen is not about strength. It's about who you are next to. The other hero were useless because of Saitama. Now taking a look at other shonen like Dragon Ball, when we see Yamcha losing to someone Goku one-tap, we say he is useless. When Sakura is not capable of fighting on the same level of Naruto and Sasuke, we also say she is. Because yes, in a way, they can't be useful to a battle manga if they are weak. Well, they can in a supportive role, but still it's easy to say they are useless. But why do we think that way? Because of Goku and Naruto, because of the shonen protagonists. We only say they're useless because the protagonist is stronger, as what the protagonists see is what we see, like the normal people of One Punch Man comparing the other hero to Saitama, because it's what we see as a viewer, it's the way the story is told to us. For example, it's like we always compare everyone to Luffy in One Piece. Be weaker like Ussop and you are weak, even if God Ussop can destroy many pirates with ease, and be stronger than Luffy like Kaido at the start of the Wano arc and you are a beast. I mean, Ussop has a lot of unique skill as a marksman, but he is still seen as useless by a lot of people, which in no way is a bad thing, as like I said, we can't really understand the power of those anime worlds, because to have someone who's strong, you must have someone who's weak, and the stronger the protagonist becomes, the weaker the other appear to us, at least if they can catch up. Like the normal people of One Punch Man couldn't understand how Saitama won in one punch, but again, that's how I saw it. Maybe I am wrong, who knows? And it's not a video to say that when we say Yamcha is weak, it's bad, because it isn't. It's a video to explain why we say it and how One Punch Man portrayed it perfectly, because let's face it, by now, Yamcha is strong as hell canon-wise, and Tien is even stronger, and we forget how hard Tien trained, and we don't care about it, because we don't see him do it. We follow Goku and his training, so when we see Tien lose to people who are weak compared to Goku, we say he is weak and useless, the same way the public does in One Punch Man, because he is next to Goku, the same way the hero in One Punch Man were next to Saitama. Now comparing the scene from One Punch Man to the scene in Dragon Ball where they fought Nappa waiting for Goku, you know, during the Saiyan saga, and how the two scenes are alike, as the two are about the hero taking on an unstoppable foe, literally ending with a fighter who is not the strongest of the bunch, alone versus the unstoppable monster in front of them, knowing they can't win, to then be saved by the protagonist, who then defeated easily the unstoppable foe, immediately thinking to herself, wow, that protagonist was so strong, but also that the other character were weakling, as we automatically compared the fighter to one another without thinking about it too much, only trusting what we saw, and we saw the hero winning without any problem when everyone else was struggling. And if that protagonist is not even trying, how can the people weaker than the monster he beated easily be strong? Like take Yamcha, he was stronger than a Saibaman in the arc. Yes, he died killing one with him, or the other way around, but he had it in the pocket power-wise, and Saibaman were as strong as Raditz, who in the same arc took easily Piccolo and Goku together with the help of Gohan, a fight during which Goku had to give up his life to win. So in the time it took for the Saiyan to come to Earth, Yamcha, who started weaker than most Z-Fighter, became at least as strong as someone not long ago, taking on rather easily the two strongest fighters in the show. So why did we saw Yamcha as weak but Raditz as strong? Because of Goku and the other character. Raditz was stronger than Goku, so he was strong. Yamcha got killed by one Saibaman, when Krillin took 6 of them easily in one attack. So it doesn't matter how strong Yamcha is now, only how strong he is compared to the other character, and as he was the first to go and die, we see him as the weakest. Well, maybe him and Chaozu. In the end, like I already said, this video wasn't me telling you you shouldn't say someone is useless in an anime, or that it's bad. And every shonen character that are called useless have a unique reason to be called so, that could all deserve the whole video on it, so I couldn't cover everything, but I wanted to talk about the topic in a general sense, as to explain in simple terms why I think we say a shonen character is useless and how One Punch Man portrays it really well in one of its scenes, echoing a lot of shonen scenes, like the one where the Z-Fighter fought Nappa, or even Raccoon that I didn't cover, something that rewatching that scene in One Punch Man made me think about. So what did you think? Did you like this video? Did you hated it? What are your thoughts about characters like Yamcha? Are they useless? Well, you can tell me in the comment section below, so don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe if you liked the video and want more videos like those. Thanks for watching, guys.